Alright, what's up YouTube? This is Hair Cobra, and I'm making a little guitar lesson video for you guitar playing evil disco loving motherfuckers out there. So I want to show how to play Permanence by, well, you know because you clicked on the video, Static X. And I figured I'll show that this is how I have come to learn how to play this song by trial and error, synchronizing, playing along with the song, especially watching old footage of it being played. And I particularly will watch old footage of, Wayne playing it, because I want to see how he does it. And so let's jump right into it. First thing to start off with is the tuning, which if there's anybody out there who's as much of a purist with the Static X tuning as I am, you know that it's in C standard. So you've got, from low to high, you've got C, F, A sharp, D sharp, G, C. None of that drop C stuff. I hate seeing the songs played in drop C. I don't know why, it just irks the shit out of me. So, I feel like I've got the tone pretty good too, because if you want to do if you want to get really close to the Static X tone, you need a Seymour Duncan SH6 distortion here, and what you can't see behind the camera is you need, good old solid state Marshall amplification, that kind of thing people love to shit on, because I'm got a, you either need a Marshall MG series, the HD 100 or 100 HDFX. That's those things are better than people make them out to be, or a Valve State 8100 or VS 100 amp. Either of those Valve States will do you pretty good. So, and if you want to be really authentic with the guitars, well, Wayne did it on a Gothic Gibson Explorer. So let's jump into how this is done. In the very intro of the song, obviously, you've got just muted strumming going on here, which is done, from what it seems like and sounds pretty good, is you do it with your hand hovering over the strings at the 4th to 6th frets, while you're keeping these 3 fingers over all 6 strings, and your pinky is only hovering and laying on top of the 5th string down. And the song comes in hot going. Pretty much that's just easy like that. Find the sweet spot on your guitar. It's just how it's always seemed to be in those areas when it's done for me. And then you're already sitting in the perfect spot to come into the first riff, which is just a really simple power chord, starting on your 6th string, 4th fret, 5th string, 6th fret, and then moves up to the 3rd fret and 5th fret, and it just simply goes. And then he begins adding the harmonics to the end of that, which to me is the only tricky part of the song. And those harmonics are done with your number 1 string on the 5th fret and your number 2 string on your 4th fret, and individually each note would sound roughly like that. And when you hit them together, like that. And the tricky part for me is transitioning from and then hitting the harmonics right each time. But watch me screw it up while I try to demonstrate it at full speed. A little bit, you can hear my strings talking because I got no noise gate. Go and plug straight into the amp. But yeah, at full speed, that's just how those goes. It goes goes your power chord, harmonics, and then the part that comes immediately after that, I see people get this wrong in covers all the time, because they seem to either do it like this, doing it on an open and your open and 3rd fret, going. I see people doing it like that. That is not how it's done. The tab book, if any of you out there have the Static X tab book, shows it in a weird way where you come down to your 8th fret, which is where it is supposed to be done, but it has open notes in there, and it's got you going like something weird like that. That's never sounded right to me. And when you watch footage of Wayne doing it, all he's doing is chugging muted on the 8th fret. So the proper way to do it is just going. Just like that. That's the proper way to do it. And then you just come right back up to the power chord riff for the verses. Easy as that. And it goes through the harmonic part again. And now when you get to the chorus of the song, this is where I had to do a lot of listening, and in conjunction with watching Wayne play it and then figuring it out by harmonizing with the song, is you've got both the guitars playing different parts and harmonizing. You know, that's something Static X tends to do. So you've got a power chord you got an octave chord that descends while you've got another one playing that is ascending. The descending power chord starts off on your number 4 string, 5th fret, and your number 2 string, 8th fret. So it'll sound like, and this will all be done strumming. And while holding that, you will move 2 frets to your 3rd fret and 6th fret, all while still strumming. And then you will move one at a time to your 2nd fret, 5th fret, then to your 1st fret, 4th fret. And here's how that is performed during the chorus line. Like that. And the part that I didn't get at first is the part that you would see Wayne playing. If you go and look up old footage of this, he plays the ascending power chord, which he seems to start off in the same. He'll start off in the same place, with at your 5th fret and 8th fret on the same strings here, your number 4 string, and then your number 2 string with your pinky. And when he starts off, he will then move up 2 spaces to your 7th fret and 10th fret, so he'll go, and then he moves up 1 space to the 8th fret and 11th fret, which will sound like, one more time, and then his final spot is on the 10th fret and 13th fret, like that, and performed at full speed. His part, in conjunction with the others, will go. So you have the 2 guitars playing those 2 parts together in the chorus line. And that's just how that works. And of course, at the end of the first chorus line, it just comes right back to the strumming. Easy enough. Then right back to the old verses. And that's pretty much the gist of how the entirety of the song is played. And then when it comes to the outro, to me it sounds like he's doing an open octave chord with, you know, your open number 6 string and your number 4 string on your 2nd fret. Alright, I cut to this because what I just said in that previous part of the video, I was mistaken after I did a little digging, a little research after I cut all that, because I went back and watched the live footage of the ending of Permanence, and it appears that he was not playing on an open octave chord here. It actually seems more that he was playing the octave chord on your 1st fret on your 6th string and your 3rd fret on your number 4 string. So it sounded more, seems like Wayne's sounded more like this. You know, just that octave chord right there. Of course, he's doing it right after he's doing the chugging, going. Like that. And from the best I can tell, and it seems to match up well when I play both parts and harmonize them together, is that the other guitar, whether it be Koichi or Tripp, I got this from footage of a still shot of Koichi playing it, and when Wayne does the octave chord up here, it seems that the other guitar, Koichi, is doing an octave chord, the same strings, your 6th string and your 4th string, but it's on the 8th fret and 10th fret. So that seems to be the way he's doing it here, because he comes and goes. It's hard to tell, because that seems a little turned down in the mix. I mean, for all I know, that may not be a guitar doing it at all on the record. A little hard to tell, but they certainly do it live. So you got them both doing those parts together. You got one octave chord here, while at the same time you got the octave chord up here. Both playing same strings, just in different positions. And I will dub in audio of me having recorded both parts and then harmonizing together right here. And so that's that. And then obviously you just do the muted strumming pattern, and that's how the song ends. And that would be Permanence. Like I had to edit in this part of the video because, like I said, what I said before was a mistake. At least I think it was a mistake. So I wanted to do my best to make that one right. So, hey, if any of y'all out there, you know, think that this was good, think it was a good guitar lesson, hell, if it helps you learn the song, then I'd say it was worth making the video. So keep rocking out there and keep disco evil.